If you had watched Milton covering more economical version of this guitar a while ago and comparing that to a Taylor GS Mini,
मैं बताना चाहूँगा कैप्मा ES30 के बारे में। एक बार टेलर GS मैंने प्ले किया था, मुझे लगा था कि ये बजट में मिलेगा क्या कभी, या ऐसा कोई कंपनी ऐसे बनाएगा जो ऐसे टाइप का गिटार मुझे बजट में मिले। देखने के बाद मैं पागल हो गया, मैं बोला ये गिटार तो मुझे लेना ही।
what I have here is a Kepma FC MINI to showcase the real build quality. I'm not going to use my picking hand. It's this effortless. Mind you, this is a brand new guitar off the shelf. From what you're gonna hear, you can make out what happens when you play it maybe for around 6 months to a year. The sound just reverberates. When I'm hitting those big chords, it's not vibrating on my left hand. I can feel the vibration towards the lower end of the body, but this is the catchment area where you want the guitar to really produce the sound. Some of the most innovative measures that have been taken on acoustic guitars in a long time. We'll go over the upgrades one by one, and they're very interesting. And one of the major upgrades that I've seen in this version is a change in the bracing pattern. If you see, the middle rib is missing on it. The reason for that is they have included a curve. As a guitar player, and I used to work in a guitar shop when I was young, doing this makes a huge difference on the guitar, and it also costs a lot. Because first you have to maintain the integrity of the backside, and also bend it in such a way that it's not an elaborate bend. Otherwise it will become extremely uncomfortable. It will slip when you're playing. It's a very tasteful bend that that has been added here, right around this area, if you can see. I think that's really adding to the sonic upgrade that they were targeting for. What Kepma has done on this is all the innovative approaches of that bolting the neck differently onto the body of the guitar instead of a glued neck. There's a slight reduction in the top, which will result in a slightly more lower mids, going up in terms of the tone. Matches great with Mahogany. I'm pretty sure it'll match great with Sitka's Pros also. The length of the truss rod, which is, I think, not just Kepma, it's one of the things that all the top acoustic guitar manufacturers are doing today, reducing the truss rod length slightly. And it changes the overall tonality and the way the guitar feels. If you can see in the camera, the action, the way it's supposed to be set up, recommended action, and the way it's set up out of the factory is at 1.5 mm. It used to be slightly above 2 mm in the earlier version. There is a change from a look perspective on the headstock, and there's a slight, when I say slight, obviously you will see the linear effect on the neck. There's a slight around 1 mm increase in the width of the neck, which I think has, I have the earlier version right next to me. I think from a playability perspective, it gives me a better grip. You have a scratch guard in the new version. So what Kepma has done with this version is sonically very appealing. Visually, it's definitely appealing to me. So that's something which is open for discussion. And in terms of maintenance, and I keep on saying this in all my videos, we stay in a tropical country. So irrespective of which part of India you're from, the humidity levels and the temperature conditions or rather changes in the temperature and overall conditions are not the most conducive for some of the instruments. I've been playing Kepma acoustics for over 3 years now, and I do maintenance myself, but I don't remember doing any form of maintenance apart from maybe touching the neck once in 3 years, and that too because I was seasoning the guitar. With a solid top, especially when someone is investing a higher ticket price, last thing you want is any form of swelling happening here, or the neck going in for a skid row, or the bridge coming off. I've never seen that happen with my laminate top, and I have a lot of friends who play Kepma solid tops. I've never seen that that complaint really coming up. So that's to sum up this beautiful instrument. It's real privilege to play this, and I'm loving it. And what I personally love about this upgrade is the cutaway, because I'd like to go and fiddle around in this part of the neck because I'm primarily an electric player. Brilliant guitar, give it a try.